Superstorm Sandy has displaced 7 people in my family. We all lived in Seaside Park, New Jersey. We are no different from thousands of other people who are facing what seems like insurmountable obstacles towards rebuilding our homes, our lives, our communities. During the height of the storm, our local rescue workers, emergency personnel, and police were heroic in their efforts to save lives and mitigate damages. The weeks following the storm were also filled with countless stories of families, neighbors, friends, and strangers offering a helping hand. I've always had faith in humanity, and I was not disappointed. So many volunteers, so many offers of housing, food, countless acts of kindness, and then the madness of trying to return to your home began. Today I feel like Alice in Wonderland. I've fallen into the rabbit hole, and my world no longer has logic in it. There is nowhere to get answers to problems you are facing, and no one place that can offer help, advocacy, guidance, and real answers. I'm a trained crisis counselor, and I find it amazing that our government believes that families who have lost their homes, who are struggling to make sense of the recent events, fully expects that during this crisis period that we have the wherewithal to plow through hundreds of brochures on the FEMA website to find answers to what needs to be done, negotiate with insurance companies, mortgage companies, and contractors. I've made dozens of phone calls to various government offices to educate myself on what needs to be done, develop a plan of action, and put that plan in place, all the while trying to secure temporary housing, comfort family members and grandchildren, mitigate our property, and find answers to complex and confusing issues. Here are a few of the dilemmas we face. These are not in order because they're all intertwined. If you rebuild your home as it was, you will not be able to afford the flood insurance premiums FEMA is putting into place. See the brochure on rising flood insurance costs. If you want to do the right thing for the future, you need to raise your home according to the FEMA brochure. However, if your home hasn't been damaged by 50% and you've not had storm damage twice in the past 10 years, you're not eligible for the ICC payments of up to $30,000 to raise your home. Try talking to your mortgage company to explain all this. Some mortgage companies seem to be listening, and they're trying to find a way to help you. Others want you to put your home back exactly like it was. They don't want to hear what FEMA requires in terms of elevations. Insurance adjusters are coming from all over the United States and promise reports within 7 to 14 days. We've been waiting 6 weeks for the report. If you are lucky enough to get an advance payment, the mortgage company requires you to get a release of lien and a W-9 payment for each vendor or contractor used. What vendor wants to sign a release of lien payment when they haven't been paid? You think you've done all the paperwork and you call to find out where the check is, and guess what? They need additional information. And now they want a statement from your insurance company stating that the contractor fees are reasonable. Please see number 6. My insurance company has dropped off the face of the earth and I can't get a report. All the time you're trying to get all the paperwork done, the mold and the mildew continues to grow in your home. And if you don't have the savings to front the money, forget about getting anything done in a timely fashion. It's my understanding by friends who've been lucky enough to get a report from their insurance company, the money you think you're going to get really doesn't happen. Another Alice in Wonderland experience begins. It seems that the insurance company depreciates everything to the point that the payment you may receive is 1/3 to 1/2 less than the actual replacement costs. So if your HVAC costs you $9,000 to replace, you're lucky to get $3,000 to $5,000. And then you need to fight to get the money back from your mortgage company, who again, like the Queen of Hearts, wants more paperwork or she screams, off with their heads. I pay the insurance premiums. I pay the mortgage. And more than anyone, I want my house whole. Why do I have to struggle with my mortgage company to get the money to pay the contractors? Has America secretly been taken over by the Cheshire Cat? Why has getting access to your own money turned into a house of cards? One false move and the thing collapses and you have to start all over again. Is nothing simple and straightforward anymore? If you have a job, good luck keeping it in this surreal world, because while you're at work, you need to make dozens of phone calls to insurers, FEMA, SBA, contractors, code enforcement officers, mortgage companies, etc., trying to get answers, and they are mostly available during your regular working hours. I can't tell you how many agencies have asked me for my income, my tax returns, my monthly bills, debts, and so on. I can't get help without a ream of paperwork and countless documents, which the government and the mortgage companies really already have. Finally, let me add that in times of natural disasters, our government has sent millions of dollars to other countries to help them rebuild. I'm just wondering, has anybody sent money to us to help with the rebuilding of the East Coast of the United States? All I know is I haven't gotten a check. My descent into madness continues. We need money now, not in a month or next year. Those of us with and without insurance need help to rebuild our homes. I'm tired and saddened by all these things and more. The emotional, financial, and physical toll this storm has taken on so many families is immeasurable. It begs the question, who can give us clear and financially doable options to help us rebuild? I believe I'm a strong person who can handle most challenges, but I doubt that I will come out of this one whole. I am asking for help and compassion from my government at the local, county, state, and federal level. Without that help, we as individuals and as a state will fail to come through this crisis, and I, for one, may never find my way out of this rabbit hole. Please, we need answers. We need affordable, doable options so we can rebuild our homes and our businesses. We need the insurance companies to be more responsive, the mortgage companies to know that we cannot repair anything until they release our money, and we cannot put our homes back the way they were. The Mad Hatter is calling. My tea is ready and I must go. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. Sincerely, Faith Liguori, homeless in Seaside Park, New Jersey.